Children flourish when they feel supported by their father to adventure in the world and to achieve. They also need their mother's emotional blessing to leave the nest. Much has been written about mommy's boys and daddy's girls, but when mothers seek emotional support from their daughters, it can create a conflict in the daughter who might otherwise thrive in the world. They may hold themselves back out of an unconscious feeling of guilt or loyalty. We see this in situations where daughters in their late 20s and early 30s are still living at home under the mother's influence. In other instances, we see mothers who call their daughters once or more a day. This subtle form of control and neediness makes it difficult for the daughter to freely live their own life. It is essential that this behavior comes to light so that the daughter can break the spell. Let me share a story with you of Denise and how, with the help of Scalar Heart Connection, was able to change this restrictive pattern so she could move forward in life. Denise was in the process of organizing a large and important event and wanted to attract an overwhelming attendance. She wanted the marketing and promotion process to be easy and fun and successful. She wanted a Scalar Heart Connection session to find out from her heart what was holding her back. Well, in the session, Denise's heart showed her that her problem was coming from a disharmony in her brow chakra, and specifically from the emotion of feeling faint-hearted. Her heart showed her that her faint-heartedness was coming from her mind's belief that she was disconnected from her heart's intuition and higher knowing. Essentially, she was not trusting herself. She said that the event had been postponed twice already, and for that reason she was not feeling so confident. When Denise asked her heart for guidance, it showed her that she needed to change her mental vibration from one of faint-heartedness to a positive resonance with the statement, "My thinking is focused and I have a clear vision." Her heart also gave her a new mental mantra of, "I face the future confidently, knowing a benevolent universe supports me." Next, Denise's heart told her that what was unresolved in her subconscious was related to self-esteem, and the source of this feeling was coming from something unresolved with her mother. Her heart told her that what she needed in relation to her mother was freedom from confinement. Denise explained that her mother tries to enter her personal space too much. She explained, "She wants to know everything in my life. Even though she lives close by, she is upset if I don't call her at least once a day. It is always Mom, Mom, Mom. I feel controlled and not independent. My mom tends to say bad things about my father, even though he passed away last year. I try to tell her that her anger towards my father belongs to her, but somehow that is not enough. So yes, I feel somewhere in this that it affects my self-esteem." Denise's heart then showed her that there was a trigger around smell, that there was something in an odor that sets these unresolved feelings in motion. She said the only smell she could think of was related to articles of clothing worn by her father, and this brought tears to her eyes and feelings of missing her dad. Denise said that her father had an affair and that she felt shame about that and agreed that it was something she repressed. She explained, "I am carrying my mother's shame. She needs constant reassurance and has low self-esteem because of what happened." Next, Denise's heart showed her that her mind resisted moving forward with her life because it felt that being invisible was safer. Denise said, "I tend to be antisocial, and it started with my father's incident. I don't promote myself, and here I am trying to market and promote an event, but I hold myself back from being seen. Now I see where this is coming from. I need to stop carrying my father's guilt and my mother's shame." Denise created the positive statement, "I face life confidently and proudly, knowing a benevolent universe supports me." And to fully embed this new positive belief into the consciousness of all the cells of her body, she listened to the quantum healing code interval of 417 and 528. The frequency 417 is the water chakra, related to mother and healthy feelings of belonging, while 528 is the heart chakra. To integrate this session fully into Denise's mental and emotional being, her heart asked her to picture herself surrounded by the white light of unconditional love. And as she did this, she began to smile, and her whole face began to radiate. And that was the end of the session. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this case study and want to be notified of more to come. Learn about Scalar Heart Connection at our website, scalarheartconnection.com. Be happy and always follow your heart.